ABC News political commentator, Cokie Roberts. Hi, Cokie. And also
Hi,
from Miami, Republican strategist and ABC News contributor, Anna Navarro. Anna, good morning to you, ladies. Thank you, both of us, for joining us. Cokie, first question, how big of a political problem is this for President Trump?
Hey, look, the whole White House appears to be in total chaos, and President Trump's supporters still support him. In a poll yesterday about firing Comey, Democrats said it was the right thing to do. Republicans said it was. Republicans said it was the right thing to do. Democrats said it was the wrong thing to do. So the partisanship is very stark. But the president seems very alone in the White House. I mean, now he can't trust his communications team because they don't know what to say, and he's not really supporting them. I don't know where he goes from here with this.
Anna, you're a Republican strategist, as we said, but also an anti-Trumper. What would you say to the hardcore Trump supporters who Cokie just referenced, who feel that this whole thing is hyperventilation and hypocrisy on the part of liberals?
Look, I would say stop enabling him. Stop allowing this. Stop defending this. Stop justifying this. We are seeing a president who's abnormal, because this is not normal behavior, is escalating day by day, week by week. If you take a look at it, this is a president who has now tweeted and spoken up against the judiciary, against specific judges. He sent a veiled threat and tried to intimidate Sally Yates on Monday, the day she was supposed to testify, and now a veiled threat towards the former FBI director. How far does he have to go? How long do we have to put up with this kind of crisis? Half the country, if not more, thinks our government is in crisis, thinks our Constitution is under threat. And so I would say to Trump supporters, you are not doing him any favors by enabling him. We need a president who can be capable of unifying this country in a time of crisis. We need a president who has some sort of credibility. We need a president who can act presidential. And by going out and defending, by going out and justifying, by going out and trying to reinforce his lies, you are not helping this man transform into that president.
I think the real question is going to be what happens with Republican leaders in Congress. And they've been kind of moving around on this. You know, they'd like to get a legislative agenda through. They were feeling pretty good after the House passed their health care bill, although that's a little bit dicey for them, too. But they're not quite sure where to go right now. And so you're seeing the heads of the intelligence committees saying, OK, let's proceed with this investigation. You're seeing the Speaker of the House kind of just backing away altogether, and other Republicans in the Senate keeping their options open. It's no accident that the president is talking about John Cornyn, the majority whip of the Senate, as an FBI director, because that would be an easy confirmation. And he's done that repeatedly, pick people out of Congress because they're easy to confirm. But, you know, this is going to be a tough time for Republicans in Congress going forward.
Well, I got to tell you, I am brokenhearted as a Republican to see the silence, to hear the silence from so many leaders in my party, with some very honorable exceptions, like Senator Ben Sasse, like Senator John McCain. And I would just say to Republicans, ask yourselves, put your hand on your heart, because you are Americans before you are Republicans, and ask yourselves, what would you be saying and doing if it had been Hillary Clinton who had done this, if it had been a Democrat who had done this? We cannot continue this government of inconsistency and hypocrisy because of partisanship.
Hear your passion, Anna and Cokie. And ladies, we just want to say thank you so much for joining us on Good Morning America. We will be covering the latest developments on this story all day long on abcnews.com.